Hello, and welcome back to Intentional Conversations. This is a space for growth, for grounded reflection, honest insight, and conversations that don't rush you or overwhelm you. If you're new here, I am Sheila. This is a podcast about clarity, peace, and growth without the drama. Sprinkle, sprinkle. And no fixing, no forcing, just perspective you can actually breathe with, okay? Today's episode is about what happens when you stop proving yourself and start trusting your own alignment. Come with me here, collective. This I did a reading, and it was through who was it? Intuitive Kev, extra deck. I found him pretty funny. I like this this artwork on his deck, and it's quite hilarious. I like his talents. So the big up to Intuitive Kev, the extra Oracle deck. Um, so I did a reading from that particular deck. So what I got today, collective, let's see what intentional conversations we're gonna have. It shows a shift that a lot of people are quietly getting ready to experience right now. This is January 18th. The collective is now starting to shift very quietly into moments where they're no longer explaining who they are. They're no longer in competition. They're no longer reacting to every single thing. Collective people are starting to shift, awaken, maybe even calmly mature and grow. But a lot of people feel like certain things will their actions that they have always been accustomed to. Uh it's not that you're giving up. You know how some people have been struggling to get a promotion, some people have been struggling to get a home, some people have been struggling to get a business off the ground, or just, the notoriety they've been seeking. A lot of you getting ready to shift out of this explaining constantly who you are, getting out of this monkey see, monkey do competition, getting out of this reactive to everything. You can post something, these people are flying off the handles. You could go by, walk past the mailbox and these people are losing, like everything you do is just causing a reaction. All of that is getting ready to cease and shift finally. Okay. Things are starting to, People are starting to settle more into themselves. It seems like Spirit says a lot of things has been overreached in the last few years. People have overreached, overextended outside of themselves to the point where I actually see someone's hands. If anybody remembers Fantastic, it's a Fantastic Four, when the one that can stretch his arms out and it kind of thins out. I see someone stretching themselves so thin that a part of their wrist disappears. Somebody is overextended to the point where they have lost their grip. They're losing their grip of whatever they may have done through competition, maybe what they have done with everything they've reacted to. Maybe they constantly overspoke. Now people are starting to say, you know what, I'm a lean back. I'm gonna start to settle within myself because I have overextended in other people's energies. I have overextended my time. People are going to shift into more of a calm confidence. Okay. People cannot handle a lot of people's confidence. Okay. Because some people, oh, you think you all that, you think you tough, you think you ain't this, you ain't that. And people get into this very defensive, reactive state again of reacting to everything. Every time somebody come in, oh, I'm sick of her. Oh, I'm sick of him. You reacting too much. You got to calm down. You got to start centering on yourself. If somebody can walk into a room and you start to shift your whole personality, I call it from peace to disturbance, you've given them too much power. You've been giving them too much time. You've been giving them too much emotional input. You need to cut them off completely and shift your whole dynamics elsewhere. Now, instead of showing your lack of confidence, you're shifting into somewhere where you're going to direct yourself into calm confidence. Again, a lot of you guys are going to have to shift yourself away from what has constantly made you feel in lack. Okay, feel like you are always never good enough comparing yourself to other people. If you get yourself into a position where you're every time you see somebody else doing something that you probably really want to do, you may need to start working on yourself and building those skill sets instead of constantly seeing, I call it that monkey see, monkey do energy, or over speaking, overreaching into other people's fields and start alignment. Start to align yourself and stop trying to prove something about other people or yourself, and start trusting your alignment. Don't spread yourself thin, trying to reach out to people who half of them won't stay around long enough to care. Your energetic disturbance of your emotions, your lack, I'll call it your poverty, your lack could actually announce itself very loudly in the collective. This is people say, oh, a few years ago we had that call out season when people will call you out. Well, in 2026, there's nobody going to be calling you out. People are going to see it for what it is. People are going to clearly define and see, hey, not everything needs an announcement, not everything needs to be addressed or called out, because now what's going to happen in 2026, things are going to naturally occur. Things are going to show itself without anybody having to prove a point. People who've been copying you, siphoning from you, comparing or feeding off your collective are going to stand out naturally all on their own. This is not about call out season. This is about people who are no longer engaging in the energy. People are going to people say, drop the mic. Well, truth doesn't need a microphone. It's going to show up loud and clear naturally all on its own. If it's a weed, it's a weed. If it's a flower, it's a flower. The fruit will show itself in 2026. You will not need to dress it up in a clown suit. You need don't get crazy with the glamour dust. I see somebody in the collective has done some glamour spells, some to make other people look a certain way. All that's going to show itself. Nobody's going to have to scream it out loud. What it is, it's going to be what it is. Okay, collective? The fruit will show itself. Okay? Spirit says there will be no damn mirage today. There ain't gonna be no mirages, no illusions. Because there's been some illusions out in the collective, and the collective is going to clearly define, without it even being all projectedly loud, exactly what it is. For the collective, for the next few days, all the way up into spring, you're gonna see energy say, hey, I don't need to chase recognition. I'm going to just be in alignment. In the season from now until spring, I don't need to constantly defend my ideas or put myself into a space where I got to manage how people have constantly misunderstood you. You're going to shift into alignment. You're going to stay grounded. You're going to stay calm. You're going to reorganize. All those things, recognition, ideas, and misunderstandings, you're going to reorganize. You're going to get into alignment collective. The same old patterns. People who've been attention seeking, distracting, unhealthy attachments, all of that's going to stop working. Those performances, these people are going to lose their grip. Peace is going to become the new baseline in 2026. Tell me what I say, because if we have been under enough scrutiny, if you look at the state of the world in the United States right now, there's energies that are still currently hot and chasing recognition, chasing ideas, defending ideas, chasing and constantly managing people who misunderstand because they want to misunderstand. You can't post nothing where people who are not trying to dissect it to misunderstand you. They're going to lose their grip. Peace, catch me what I say, it's going to become a new baseline. Spirit made me laugh because Spirit said, we don't need all of that. Some people have just been accustomed to loud and wrong. loud and unruly, loud and meddling, loud and disturbed. It's going to be a quieter time. People are going to be more selective. People are going to be less reactive. I laugh because the word I keep hearing is hold up, hold up, hold up, hold up, hold up, hold up. Wait. Say what now? It's not about being, people say addressing every single thing. It's about people who are learning to withdraw to grow. Let me repeat that one more time because some of y'all get into this third grade. I'm a small world after all. Some of y'all got that childlike mentality. Some of y'all act like y'all still toddlers. It's going to be a year where not everything has to constantly be addressed because it's going to show itself. A lot of you guys are going to learn that, hey, me backing up is not saying I'm less of a person. Me backing up and withdrawing, not saying that I can't confront and speak up for who I am, but I cannot actively make a full-time job trying to spoon feed people who constantly misunderstand. People who constantly defend things and ideas and belief systems that you probably didn't even ask for. People who constantly chase recognition that you probably didn't even know you was going to get or even have. A lot of y'all going to grow up. Spirit make me laugh because I'm hearing it's time to grow up. Towards here, us kids. Some of y'all got to get out of the spirit. Some of y'all gonna have to get out of the lane. Get out of the lane and get into the driver's seat. Get into alignment to where you want to be. Start to act like you want to be. It's not some of y'all guys thinking that, hey, I was pursuing this and doing all these things, comparing and fighting and siphoning and I was at war when I was whole time I was really wanting peace and abundance. A lot of you guys are gonna stop having this mindset that you're shrinking instead of believing that you're stabilizing. You're not backing up, you're not shrinking, you're stabilizing. You're growing in 2026. All you need to realize is how your mind speaks on growth, how your mind shifts into a place of a base of peace. Because a lot of you guys hear the words withdraw and I'm no punk. No. We ain't say that you wouldn't about it. We want you to grow. So why don't you not use those words into a negative? Want say, hey, I'm backing up into my growth. I am not shrinking, but I'm moving into stabilization. That is powerful in 2026. Watch these people in 2026, starting right now. Watch how they speak. Watch how they behave, not just in the front, but in the behind the scenes. You start to pay attention and do so quietly. Do so quietly. It does not need to be addressed. You don't need to yell it out to the world. These people have become archetypes, behaviors, archetype personalities. Not everything needs to be pointed out. It's going to show itself naturally. So in collective, if you resonate with my message, you're in a season where you want clarity without pressure. I do offer Christ-aligned intuitive support systems and services designed to help you reset, grow, ground yourself calmly. This is not a performance over here. We don't do that over here. This is about you moving forward without the theatrics. Everything's calm. Everything's about growth and stabilizing yourself. Okay? This is, if you come to me, don't look for something that's going to be woo-woo. I'm not performing for you. I'm not going to be dramatic for you. I'm not going to be predictive for you. What I'm trying to do is be intentional, structured, and focused on your alignment towards peace. And a lot of you, if you really see your energy, that your energy is very chaotic, very magnetic to disturbance. And sometimes we have to learn to withdraw, back up, slow down, do less, not shrink, but stabilize, calm, grow, less reactive, stabilize. That's what I'm showing you in 2026. If you'd like to learn more or book directly through my website, my new website is eyleofficial.com, EYLE official.com, or go to my Instagram. You can find me as Eyle.alignment, EYLE peace.alignment on Instagram. This is not about noise. This is not about being overwhelmed. This is just intentional presence. So, thank you for spending time with me today. Remember, you don't need to rush to become. Peace is not passive, clearly doesn't shout, and I'll talk to you soon. Until then, stay intentional. Peace.